Hey guys, and welcome to Natural Aesthetics. This is going to be a quick summary video of the training that I've done over the last 4 weeks or so. So the second portion of the video will show some highlights from the last week of training, week 4 of this first mesocycle, which is the most intense week so far. The video footage from the first portion of the video just showcases some food that I've been consuming over the past few weeks. I mostly consume, I'd say 75% at the very least, of clean, home-cooked style food, often Thai style, so it's pretty decent stuff. I use a vegan protein powder either in the morning or after a training session, and I try my best to consume about 125 grams of protein per day, which is about 1.4 grams per kilo of body weight. I don't stress too much about it, but I just try and reach that minimum target, especially on training days. I'm a little bit more laid back on non-training days. Nevertheless, my diet over the last 4 weeks has been good, and I'm pleased with the amount of protein that I've been consuming. Remember, it's important to have a solid diet, but it's not as important as your training. Training is the number one, despite what people may tell you. For a natural bodybuilder, if you don't train, you're not going to grow muscle. It doesn't work like that. We aren't animals where we can just consume more and more protein and become bigger and more muscular. You can have fantastic training protocol and a very lackluster diet, and you will still gain muscle. If you have a fantastic diet and you don't train at all, then you're not going to build any muscle. You know, it's going to be bare minimal. Whereas it's been proven that you can grow, adequate amounts of muscle even on a deficit of calories and eating under the minimal amount of protein that you should need. However, it's not going to be anywhere near optimal. But the point I'm trying to make is that training is number one, and it always will be for a natural bodybuilder. But of course, when both are combined, both are near optimal, then you're going to see the fastest progress. That's a given. So I don't stress about it too much. Some days I consume much more protein than that, a fair amount, maybe over 200 grams. And some days I'm scraping the bare minimum, 125, 130 grams of protein per day. So training wise, it's been pretty good. As I mentioned, these highlights are from the 4th week of training. So the most amount of volume was achieved during this week. So I increased the amount of sets that I did on my focus body parts, so shoulders, biceps and triceps for this first mesocycle. I increased the amount of sets that I did from the 1st week to the 4th week. The intensity also increased as well, and I gauged that, I tracked that, by how many reps I left in the tank per set. So the 1st week, it was kind of 2 to 4 reps in the tank of each set, and by the end of the mesocycle, so week 4, I was looking at to failure or maybe 1 rep left in the tank of each set. So it becomes pretty intense, and I'm really in need of a recovery week. So I will be deloading next week. This is the 5th week of the mesocycle, and I'll be deloading on every 5th week of every mesocycle. I'm going to keep it consistent. So this will give me an opportunity to regain some energy and focus going into the next mesocycle, where I hope to increase the volume even further. A couple of sessions I need to increase the length that I have available to train, because I had to come back later on in the day to finish the sessions off, which is not really what I want to do. So all of the other body parts have been trained with less sets during the week, so between 4 and maybe 10 or 12 sets. And even though I'm doing less amount of work on those body parts compared to the focus areas, I'm still able to get stronger. I'm still able to improve the reps per sets. So there's some progressive overload there, nevertheless. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more. And don't forget to click the notification button so you can be made aware of any video that I upload. Check out my social media. The links are in the description box below. Stay strong.